What is up, you guys? It's Twinlesstwin. Wait a second. Am I Twinlesstwin? That's right. We're playing Splinter Twin. They unbanned it. I am extremely excited, obviously, and there's a mixed reaction, right? Some people say that Splinter Twin is still going to be broken, and it's a very fun or unfun deck to play against, depending on how you define fun. And some people say, why even unban it? It's not even going to win a single match. Well, let's try to prove that second question wrong. And we are already in a match, so we'll just go ahead and hop right over to it. And here we have our first hand with a Splinter Twin. Well, the combo is put Splinter Twin on Thunder Trap Trainer and draw a ton of cards. Just kidding. But, not a bad backup plan. Okay, so our opponent starts with an Elegant Parlor, and they banned Amtraptor in the One Ring, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But we might still be facing energy, We might still be facing energy. All right, we draw a second Splinter Twin. So that is the cost of playing Splinter Twin in your deck. I mean, if you draw multiples, you're going to see, it's kind of a dead card. Interestingly, some people have been playing a list that really caught my attention with fear of missing out, and the idea of FOMO is you actually can ditch extra Splinter Twins, as well as it potentially just being a more respectable card by itself compared to Deceiver Exarch. So you do need Delirium for the combo to work, and you'll absolutely see a Delirium based build from me sometime in the near future. Here we have to decide if we want to play Trainer or just crack a Clue. So if we expect them to play like Flage or something, possibly. I really want to hit my third land drop to Flame of Anor is my thinking. So I'm pretty tempted to just crack this Clue and hold off on the Trainer for now. The Trainer could find Sink into support, but generally is going to be finding you spells, not lands. So if you're looking for a land, it feels like the Clue is the more valuable play. Alright, so we're playing against Jeskai. At least Jeskai. Potentially more than just Jeskai. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think the Jeskai seems pretty reasonable as a way to build the deck. You get to pick up something like Teferi, seems really strong. Uh-oh. Not finding lands. Well, one easy way to lose in a control mirror is to miss land drops, so that's not great. Now, Unanswered Tameo, can help us potentially stay in this game. We are pretty fine, I think, discarding this copy of Splinter Twin if we have to go to discard, but I was going to use the Clue. Okay, and we do get rewarded finding a land. I mean, we still are going to have to discard, but... I mean, potentially... Okay, I mean, they could play something here. Potentially, we could discard Galvanic Discharge, but I think it's probably better to have... Or maybe they have Splinter Twin here? Brain Surge. I mean, I think we could Flare of Denial this with another Tameo in hand, and then we don't have to discard. It seems pretty reasonable. It might be. I mean, we have some moves for sure against that. Like we have this discharge already, so if they chose to minus, but also if they plus, then we can like play Tamiyo Thunder Trap and set up for killing the Teferi in the future turns. Okay, they do play Teferi. And they do plus. I think this is still fine. Yeah, Teferi will be pretty annoying here. Or do they have a spell snare or Stern Scolding? No, they just fetched an island. Interesting. Or they have main deck consigned to memory. Okay. I mean, casting the discharge now doesn't really net us any value, so I think it's better definitely to play out this Tamiyo. I mean, potentially next turn we could Flame of Anor to transform Tamiyo, and okay, so maybe they're playing the FOMO version. They're not really at Delirium yet, but it could be soon. Isn't it better just to attack with Tamiyo anyways then? Just attack with... No, we don't attack with the Thunder Trap then. Like if you expect them to have Solitude, then you would just attack with the Tamiyo, make the clue, and then but then if they play Solitude to kill Tamiyo before we attack them, we get to kill it with Flame. If you just play the Flame right now, you're just drawing 2 cards, and then they just exile Tamiyo, and then we can't attack anyways. I mean, I think you might be right. They might have Solitude, so I think that's a good read, but oh, they have Supreme Verdict. Okay. Well, there's nothing you could do about that, really. We'll just draw 2 cards with Flame and then keep on going. I mean, to be fair, they're on we don't have any more Thundering Falls, but we could just fetch to Thin because we don't have Bauble or anything. I think it's pretty marginal, but like, I mean, if there's nothing else to do, you might as well do it. We definitely don't need more lands after this. Okay, so they just keep plussing this Teferi. My read is that means they probably have like one of the combo pieces, if not both, and they're just trying to keep the Teferi around to kill me. Yeah, it might just be a control deck, that's true as well. They have Arena of Glory, so clearly they're like hasting something, but it might just be Flage eventually. I think fetching a mountain here is probably better, because then future fetch land draws can fetch everything. Okay, I mean, that's one way to answer the Teferi, potentially. I mean, right now it doesn't really feel like the right play, but I guess we can start with a draw 2 and see. We need to set up a little bit better before we use the sync to answer the Teferi, in my mind. Because if you just cast it now, they say okay, and then they just replay it. Maybe that's fine since we found a second one. We might potentially... Yeah, I think waiting is probably correct as well. Next turn it could be better, but... Also, I mean, maybe they minus, and then No, they just keep plussing. Okay. Now it seems kind of valuable to sink it. I mean, it's worth like 2 cards technically. Oh, we could replicate this Thunder Trap, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have a removal spell here in hand with like, they're kind of doing nothing and not hitting land drops, so they have some mix of counters and removal most likely. Yeah, if they have removal, it's fine. If they have like counter spell, I guess, but maybe that's actually okay as well. Part of my thought is that they might just have another consign or like Snapcaster consign. Oh, okay. We're also gonna end up going to discard, but okay. Well, now we could take. I don't know which is better between Flare and Flame. I mean, having an opportunity to counter the Teferi on the way back down seems very nice. So I think it is Flare. All right, well, we can shock this, and then. I mean, maybe we want to Galvanic Discharge the Teferi. So what I'm thinking here is they probably are going to bounce the Thunder Trap Trainer. And if they bounce the Thunder Trap Trainer, if the Teferi is on 5, it goes down to 2, and then we can actually like discharge it next turn. Huh? I mean, if we preordain, then we have to discard. I mean, discarding a Splinter Twin is not the end of the world since we have 2, but like it might actually be relevant later. And if they counter, that's even better in my mind. Okay, yeah, that's completely fine. Because we'll just bounce the Teferi. I mean, they're gonna get a card from it, 2 or 3 cards actually, but at least it's off the table. The Wondering. Yeah, no more Wonderings. Wow. Okay, so they plus, so they must be pretty confident in this Teferi being protected. Maybe they haven't thought about Sink into Stupor, but okay, now it seems pretty clear to me. You think they have a Wrath or Solitude? Well, then we lose our creatures for Flare if they have Solitude is my only concern. I kind of would prefer to use Sink, and then if they counter the first Sink, then we can use the second, and if not, then we can attack, but... Just because I don't want to get Solituded and then like not be able to counter the Teferi again. Like these 2 creatures are kind of important. Wrath the Skies for 2. Okay. And now we have like Flare plus Spell Pierce. So I guess we don't play the Preordain yet this turn, because we probably do need to protect the Flare with a Spell Pierce in case they have a counter spell or a Force of Negation. I mean, they've got 5 cards, so I feel like we're doing okay here. FOMO sounds really good. FOMO might actually fix... I mean, also what's funny is that fear of missing out, discarding Splinter Twin helps get Delirium, so it might actually just be like the perfect combo. Okay, we can top this Exarch, and then maybe play a land. Yeah, I guess just discarding a Splinter Twin is fine. Like, we really don't need 3. Two, maybe. Okay, you could talk me into needing 2. Like, then at least, I'm not even sure we're supposed to play anything here. The reason to play something would be that we might have to go to discard, but like the reason not to play something is they probably do have interaction, and we're not really, like, we're just setting ourselves up to get 2 for 1. I guess because we have 2 Splinter Twins, it's not like a horrible 2 for 1, but so play that, have up Flare. I guess we get to play it with Flare backup. It doesn't seem horrible, actually. I kind of talked myself into it. I mean, I don't know. You're not going to be doing much better. We also are up like a pretty substantial amount on cards, and I don't know if I want to wait and see what's going on. So I guess we can tap this Elegant Parlor. Maybe tapping the blue is better, actually. They have 3 blue, 4 blue. I could see that being an option. Okay, I think if we draw with that draw, we could just see if they do something. I mean, it's pretty clear we have the twin in hand because we already discarded one, but so why did I not go for it? Well, because we have another one, so we could just. This one lets us have Flare of Denial, Sink, and Spell Pierce up, if we have 2 in play. I don't know. That was my thought, but maybe I'm wrong. Also, like, if they just use a removal spell here, then next turn we're more protected. Yeah, you can hard cast the Flare, but then you don't have the Sink as well. Flare plus Pierce. Yeah, maybe that was good. Okay, well, we can do that again. We can run it back. Tap an island this time. This one? Oh yeah, because they have a lot of yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, if we still. Well, is it better to Flare sacrificing an Exarch and then have Sink hard cast up? That kind of to me seems better. And then we have Sink. We don't have Spell Pierce then though, so maybe it might be worse. Yeah, right. I think the Sink is better, but I'm not positive. Okay, it's on the stack. Let's see what happens. If they do something like Pitch Solitude, then we just cast Sink. Okay, I think cast Sink is fine. Well, my thought was if we bounce this, they have to pitch again, and then we could do the Flare. But okay, so if we flare now, for example, and they have Counterspell, I guess then we could also just Sink the Solitude afterwards. Still. Okay. Oh, which white card do we know about? Oh yeah, I'm actually surprised they never. I forgot about that. Why did they never replay that? They were afraid. Okay, so we do this, and then let's see. Okay. Does this work the way I think it does? Does this work the way I think it does? Do you think... Oh, they have consign? Lame. They're gonna replicate a consign. Wait a second, though. We can shock this and play another Splinter Twin. Oh, untap it with our Exarch. Oh yeah, that also works. That also works. It also works. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what they would even have, but... Let's go! Okay, so against control... Yeah, before we started the video, we were going to play some fun cards like Karanos, but unfortunately they're not in the deck right now. Okay, so I mean you could definitely cut like some discharge and probably like one twin maybe. This seems pretty good to me. Yeah, these are like the question marks. Oh, surgical for Flage. That's a good point. We might want to respect Flage. I mean, they have Arena of Glory, so they probably do have Flage. Yeah, I don't think... I agree. I agree on that. Maybe we don't need Discharge. We probably don't need Discharge at all. I mean, the problem is there's not a lot of ways to stop Teferi if it resolves. But we are adding Subtleties and Force of Negation, and then we still have the Sinks to bounce it. And then Flame answers all their creatures pretty much, so the Galvanics are probably not that necessary. Like... Well... Yeah. It's... I mean... I wonder actually also like Soul Guide Lantern could be potentially better than Surgical. Yeah, I'm used to them playing the Ring, obviously, so Spell Pierce would be good against like the old Jeskai lists, in my opinion, but without the Ring, their curve is probably a little bit lower. It might not have as many good targets, so well, I think let's see how it feels this game. But yeah, if every game is going to go until like turn 15, and the games aren't about just like jamming Teferi on turn 3, then I could definitely see cutting the Spell Pierces. I guess another thing about Spell Pierce is like you can use it to protect Tamiyo early on, probably, which seems like an easy way to just run away with a game. Okay, they mull to 5. They're mulling hard for their Splinter Twin hate. Oh, we forgot to play Rending Volley in the sideboard. We've punted. Yeah, authority of the consoles. You gotta have Rending Volley. Okay, so they start things off with a Thunderfalls. On top. I don't hate just fetching an island and playing Tamiyo. I think it's actually probably the best. I mean, there's I guess maybe a argument to no, yeah, there's no argument to not play Tamiyo. I was gonna say to try to find protection for it, but it's just better to not do that. Alright, just start by attacking. Alright. I think that we don't need to play the Thunder Trap Trainer here, but maybe now is the best time to do so. I was thinking about Wrath the Skies. I mean, I don't know if they keep that card in against us. Probably not. If they have Flage, then what would we do? Well, then it's probably good. Yeah, it's probably actually good to play the Thunder Trap Trainer now. Maybe waiting is good because you get to. Well, they have Mystical Speed. That's fine. It means that we get to use this Flame of Anor profit better. And I was gonna say maybe waiting is actually also good because you get more idea of what you're looking for. Like for example, next turn if they cast Flage, then the Thunder Trap definitely wants to find the Surgical, but if they don't show us Flage, I'm not okay. So they I think they almost certainly have Flage then. Oh wow. Okay, maybe they just were missing lands. I mean, I would yeah, they were on a multi-5, but I would snap take a land there. Or snap take a March if the opponent has a Tamiyo. Okay. I mean, on one hand we can go maximum greed and just cast this Flame of Anor to draw. They might have a counter, but I mean it would flip Tamiyo. I kind of feel like they do have a counter though, so I feel like I just want to pass this turn. And the reason I should have probably played a fetch land for this scenario, but I instantly played this mountain because I thought maybe the opponent was gonna like in the beginning of combat try to kill Tamiyo and then we could draw 2 and transform Tamiyo in response. But I should have prepared for the situation where they don't do that. Okay, let's start by attacking. If we do get to attack, then we can just play an untapped land to potentially draw with these clues. Do we want to just try to flip Tamiyo now? It might be good. I mean, we're somewhat exposed to like a Teferi if they just jammed that. Just pass. Yeah, it's really mostly Teferi that I'm afraid of here. I guess if they play Teferi, we could still like flip Tamiyo the next turn. Just by replaying Tamiyo and then drawing with Flame. Okay, they shock. Brain Surge. Now we could flip the Tamiyo, but then they might Flage it, so that seems pretty bad also. I guess this just resolves. Interestingly, I mean, Brain Surge is a card that you could play in Modern now that helps you fix the problem of drawing too many Splinter Twins or Deceiver Exarchs. It obviously is not great in the very fast games, but in slower games, it could be pretty good. Like against a deck like this, a Brain Surge could help fix your problems. We'll just use these clues. Although we are going to end up going up to many cards. Should be okay. Going to discard is not a bad problem to have by any means. I guess here we just pass and discard the Thundering Falls? Or the Tamiya, probably. The lands are probably pretty valuable still, and for the rest of the game. Okay, I'll discard that. That's fair. It is awkward that we don't have any counters. So I definitely am going to use one of these flames to draw. That's fine, I think. I think I will. That is so. I don't get it. Okay. Well, I mean, this is fine. I don't know if I feel like we're scrying for anything specific. I probably will just play a Deceiver Exarch and try to untap a land. So I don't have to, I mean, otherwise I discard it. I feel like with Fawn and Counterspell, I feel pretty protected. And if they feel threatened by this Deceiver Exarch, then that's okay. That's good for us. This. Oh, you don't think so? I don't hate more lands though, to be honest. I mean, we have Snapcaster Flame, Snapcaster. I guess if we Flame and step draw 2, I want to hit a land drop next turn. Oh, we're so down on clock. I think I will, I'll discard this Exarch. If we lose the Exarch, it's fine. I mean, we're not really bent on comboing here with Twin, in my opinion, but I don't know. Maybe just discarding the land is fine. I need to play faster in case they make me play out the combo, though. Top. Bottom both. We keep having to discard. Snap Preordain, you think? That would still make you discard, but maybe it was good. Okay, we can counterspell this, I guess. I don't really know what they're gonna do with this dress down, but I'm suspicious. And we'll discard otherwise. But I mean, here at least we can like force, and we can also flash in a Snapcaster for no value and flare if we really have to. Oh, Flinch. Okay. They already played their land though, right? So they can't bring it back this turn. Now we just need to find the twin. We know it's somewhere. Somewhere in here. Alright, we can start with Snapcaster Preordain, maybe? I guess there's some fear of the, I don't hate topping this as a backup, but... Nah, we can bottom it, I think. Yeah. Well, that's what I am trying to win. I hope everyone knows that I am trying to win. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I want to drag it out as much as I can. Okay, so if they escape Flage here with haste, then we'll flare. So yeah, I mean, again, notably, like, FOMO would have, been better than Exarch. I think that maybe having a mix of the two is probably the solution, because you still want to have some amount of an instant speed threat, like maybe 3 Exarchs, but then like 2 or 3 FOMOs as well, as a card that can win with Twin. It's not instant speed, but it is like a little bit more powerful on its own. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. I guess I could have gone for a win there, but yeah, maybe I was supposed to like draw with Flame. I'll just wait until my end step and flash in another Snapcaster. The only risk with these Snapcasters is there's a chance we might end up running out of. Okay, there's a chance we might run out of threats if we get Supreme Verdict. Surely this Thunder Trap finds it. And our opponent is just waiting for us to put them out of their misery, so it feels like we need to make things quick and painless for them. It's not right that we drag this on any longer. Okay, so if we play this, we have triple flare backup. I mean, they'll have to have like a Rending Volley, which they very well could have Rending Volley. Uh-oh. MTGO. No, not like this. Okay, Splinter Twin's on the stack. Please don't play Rending Volley. Alright, is this Solitude? March. Okay, I will Flare of Denial. Dovin's Veto? Opponent! Stop it. So they can escape. Can they... Surgical Extraction? Are you kidding me? I mean, I think it's fine. We just let it resolve, and then we just have, like, flares for their Flage and everything else, and just kill them by attacking, so it's not a problem. GG's, opponent. GG's. Dovin's Veto is a pretty funny one. I guess we lose to Supreme Verdict here. If they kept that in, it'd be a bit maniacal to keep that in against Twin, but maybe they are a bit maniacal. You never know. Dress down. Okay. Well, I guess I should counter that, obviously, because maybe they actually have Supreme Verdict in their deck and we just let them have a free draw towards it. I kind of assumed. Surgical Flare of Denial. Okay. Cast Force, pitching, Deceiver, Exarch. Okay, so we were not punished. They can escape this Flage here, but we'll just flare it. And then attack them for lethal. That was a pretty awesome first match. Alright, GG. Yeah, I think that, I mean, a couple of things, it kind of... They said they're a big fan. Oh, awesome, they're a subscriber. Alright, sweet. So we win our first match with Twin. And maybe Leo will come join us in the Discord now. I should take a picture. Here's the deck list. Okay, yeah, this hand seems good. Well, we don't know what we're surveilling for, but we do probably want Counterspell on turn 2, so it's a bit awkward. I think we'll just play this, and, okay. Well, Flame of Anor is a nice, good generic card that, you know, you can get behind, pretty much versus any deck. Uh-oh. Wooded Foothills, is this potentially a dredge deck? Stomping Ground. Faithless Looting. Okay, I think I might know where this is going. Oh, never mind, I take it back. Okay, it's not dredge. But they are playing Archon. I mean, they could persist Archon as soon as this turn, so... Probably playing Thundertrap Trainer is a mistake. Down to 14. Alright, and they just go straight for the persist. To me, that, I mean, this probably means they might have multiple persists. Creativity with looting. Interesting. They did play a swamp, but it's definitely possible it is creativity. So my hope here is that I can draw 2 with the flame and then play Thundertrap. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, it's like one reason, like, why would they just jam so aggressively? And then I thought, well, probably there's a decent chance they actually have another one to jam again. So they're just trying to make me have it all. Okay, so if we go with the pie perspective and think that it's creativity, then we want to leave up Galvanic Discharge. So we would not want to play Tamiyo and Thunder Trap here. I guess Thunder Trap is probably the better one to play. Yeah, we could find a Flare of Denial, and then that would let us actually play the Tamiyo as well. Ooh, Fawn. Okay, now I think I'm okay playing the Tamiyo. If they actually do have the creativity, I mean, we're pretty sad to lose our Flame of Anor, but we do get to attack with Tamiyo then. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, they go end step, bolt on Tamiyo, and then creativity, and we're just very sad, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay, so Commercial District does seem more likely that you are right, and it is creativity. The only reason I was surprised is because I feel like Faithless Looting, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess looting is pretty nice with a card like Ren and 6 as well, so... Wow, okay. Well, they got us. If we draw a land, we slam Splinter-Twin. Yeah. I think we want both. Just play this land out. I mean, I joke about slamming the twin, but like I probably would do it if they are tapped out at least. Okay, Ren in 6. Well, I mean, we'll be able to kill it with the Thunder Trap at least, hopefully. Dwarven Mine. Oh, shoot. Okay, we won't be able to kill the Ren right away. Bitter Reunion. I assume they can discard a land here. They discard an Archon. I mean, how do you feel about Twin and then make a copy, attack Ren in 6? It's a pretty aggressive play. It might not be able to... Maybe... Okay, that's too aggressive, I think. Let's start by attacking the Ren in 6, and then we can see how that whole thing plays out before we make any more decisions. Ideally, they go no blocks, and we can just discharge, but... Okay. Now we can preordain. Okay, I don't think we want either of these. You can preordain. Okay, I mean, we can... I guess the other option is to ignore the Ren in 6 to play around creativity, which might be a better option. I mean, the fact that they didn't block with the Dwarf kind of makes me think they have creativity. Well, the problem is that they... if they have creativity, we're in big trouble, pretty much regardless, because they can creativity for 2. So I think what we do is we call them on having creativity. Unfortunately, I think we need to, because letting this Ren stick around is not going to do us any favors. It's not ideal. I mean, there's a chance that we just lose right here, but again, like if they had the creativity, we were losing anyways. Like if they go for x equals 2, then the discharge does nothing. I kind of expect them to go for x equals 2 here. So I don't know. I guess the other option is we could have bottomed the Exarch. Alright, so now we definitely... I mean, let's see what creatures they get, but... Okay, Sari's Emissary is also in the deck. Yeah, I don't know. There was no winning there, really. And that's also pretty funny that they had like triple persist and then the creativity. We can bring in these. I don't really think the discharges are that great. Soul Guide seems fine, I guess. Oh yeah, the Harbingers seem great. That's right. Absolutely. This seems like a matchup where the twin combo is probably pretty decent. Like, I don't expect them to have a ton of removal, honestly. So, what else can we cut? Maybe we don't need this much graveyard hate? I don't know. The Fawns? Yeah, I kind of like Tamiyo as like a card that forces them to make, play into us a bit, but Flame is really just a draw 2 in this matchup, so it might actually not be very good. Okay. Yeah, seems reasonable. Okay. I definitely like this hand. So keeping in mind we have Harbinger, we probably want to try to fetch a mountain with this Tarn, but first we need to kind of see if we can. I mean, ideally you need 2 blue sources as well for the counter spell, so it's a bit of a tricky spot. That bolt is fine. We just play another one. Okay. I mean, honestly, we'll probably get a Surveil End here because we want to find our 3rd land drop to be able to flame. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get a Surveil. I mean, playing off of all blue wouldn't even be that bad with her. Okay, so actually, funny, we have one. I think we've been. I mean, it's good, but maybe it's good enough with the flare protection. Maybe this is like good enough to just instantly win the game that we should just top it and then try to draw the land afterwards. Actually, I'm kind of convinced that's true. Like with a flare protection, it probably just auto wins here. Now we do need to draw the land. I'm not sure if we want to crack now or we just want to wait. I think we probably want to wait to crack. Because we might need to counter spell. I think this resolves. I mean, the fear is if they have Veil, it's pretty bad for us. If they take the Harbinger, I don't know. I mean, how valuable do you think this Harbinger is? It seems pretty good, but there's just a chance. If they Veil us, it's pretty bad. So what happened earlier in this game, just to remember? So last turn they played the theater. And they thought seized us. They had fetched this stomping ground. Turn 1. I'm just trying to put together the pieces of why they're making the plays they are. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty afraid of Veil, basically, is where I'm at, but yeah, I guess you can. Okay, we'll try this. They might just not have the Veil either, and then we're pretty happy. Okay, this is fine. If we have Fawn, one thing to remember, for those of you picking up Twin or any of the other blue decks, if they cast Faithless Looting and you have Force of Negation, it's generally a pretty good idea to fawn it. You get to have the full exile, so. Okay. Well, now we can, like, draw with the clue. You think so? To have another card and play for Flare? Yeah, that might be better. I think you're actually probably right. Yeah. So they missed a land drop also, and Preordain also helps find a land. Yeah, they missed a land drop and they discarded no reanimation targets, so in that regard I do feel pretty safe, but it doesn't help to, yeah, now in this spot, I mean, this is completely okay. I think we slam the Harbinger and just see if they lose, to me. I mean, with Flare back up, it seems like a no-brainer. I guess I was supposed to attack for 1 first. Because if they like float, okay, yeah, they just concede. Okay. I mean, from what I still feel good about our plan, but. I mean, it's 2 lands. It seems good to me. If they thought Seas our sink, we're a little scared, maybe. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I mean, if they can take the land, and then we'll have to draw some lands. I was actually just thinking, I wonder if this deck is a land short. It's possible you do want like 21 lands mana sources. Between the Flame of Anor Snapcaster Mage stuff, hitting a couple extra land drops doesn't seem too bad, and then with Thundering Falls as well today, it's just pretty easy to avoid flood more effectively. So tough decision for them. I mean, especially if they don't have an answer to Tamiyo. If they take the sink and we just draw a land, it's gonna be pretty bad for them. Okay, and they decided to take Tamiyo, which tells me they probably don't have a removal spell. Okay, I think we can play this Thundering Falls now. I mean, I'm not really looking for anything specific, but I am interested in having my lands come into play untapped as like the main motivator here. I think I'll take more lands. In these types of matchups, generally, like, missing land drops can be pretty punishing. They have stuff like Veil of Summer, and they can try to, like, you know, overload your mana in different ways. Ooh, Renin 6. I guess that was like an incentive to maybe Soul God Lantern on the fetch land was just correct there. Yeah, that's true. They might just have another fetch, so it's pretty aggressive, but. Now we won't be able to stop the Renin 6. think counterspell, but I mean, if we already have the Flare of Denial, I'm not sure. I guess they might kill the Thunder Trap, and then we might want it, but it's not like I don't know. It's just not free to be pitching cards too much. Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. It won't fit into our turn next turn, and it won't. Then maybe it fits in the turn after, but I like picking up the counter spell there. Okay, they're respecting the Harbinger this time around. Bitter Reunion. Okay. They know about the Soul Guide Lantern, so this is pretty interesting that they're doing this. Okay. I don't follow, but maybe they know something I don't. That means they probably have like another one in hand or something, maybe? I don't know. Okay, let's start. It might just be them. Well, the Ren is going to ultimate before we kill them. Yeah, if this was a Snapcaster, they would just kill with the Ren. But yeah, there are times where it's, proper or correct to ignore. I'm not sure this is one of those times, though. Yeah, I think we'll start with Thunder Trap. Just to get the info. Okay, nice. I think we can play the sync, but maybe that might be a mistake. My thought is that we have like any land draw lets us do 2 things next turn. Oh wait, did I already play? I already played a land. Okay, well I won't do that then. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so you were right about the Faithless Looting. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think that cracking here is probably pretty good. It gets rid of a looting, and it gets rid of a land from the Ren 6. It's not even clear if they have another land. I mean, they might, but... Okay, Thoughtseize. That's fine. Something? Did they just not activate Ren and 6? Yeah, they just... Oh, they did put a loyalty counter on Ren 6. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. We I forgot. Okay, so I guess attack. I'm not convinced if we do want to attack Ren. Maybe we just attack them this turn, and next turn we can attack Ren. Yeah, that's fair. It doesn't do anything. What do you... They don't know? Okay, yeah. Don't they know our hand? They know all 3 cards. Oh, this is scary. Yeah, I guess. I mean... It's... Okay, interesting. We need to increase our firepower here. We're not gonna be able to win this war with Ren and 6 once they start getting Dwarven Mines. I guess we can bounce a Dwarven Mine next turn. I mean, I guess I just wonder, like, right now they'd be at 6 going down to 4, and then you'd attack them, you think? Well, yeah, I kind of feel like we should have been attacking them as of last turn, now that I think about it. Wait, did I click the Ren and 6? I attacked the Ren and 6. Okay, well, misclick. Yeah, that was my concern too. Okay. I'm just gonna start attacking them. I give up on the Ren and 6, I think. This was loose. I mean, like, they would be so dead if we had attacked them every time. I should have known, because, like, there's no way that these are gonna actually race the Ren and 6 in any meaningful way, so might as well just, like, get the damage in on the opponent instead. Like, it's not very likely to matter, but it could, and the Ren and 6 was just impossible to kill, and we don't have any, like, galvanic discharges or anything in our deck, so a bit of a blunder. Okay, and another Dwarven Mine. Creativity for 2. Okay, Hardcast Fawn. We need to protect the Thunder Trap at all costs. Bolts it? Okay. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not great. Things are not looking great for us, I would say, but we're yeah. I think, actually, I mean, if maybe they would have ultimated the Ren at some point. Maybe we probably could have just been attacking them, and then at some point we bounced the Ren with how this played out. Maybe, yeah. Okay, Snapcaster. What does that do? Flame of Anor? That seems pretty good to me. All right, should I do it now? I think. Well, then they get to minus the Ren and 6, but yeah, just attack. Well, if they make another dwarf and they double block, then I guess we just let this happen, or Oh, okay, they just took it. You said I thought you said attack and pass. Ooh. I mean, I don't know. It's yeah, I guess we kind of don't have a choice. It's pretty strong here though. It's basically draw 2, maybe even draw 4. Snapcaster plus Force of Negation means, okay, they minus red on the snap, and then if they play something good, we lose. Yeah, I guess we don't really have a choice. It's a good draw. Yeah, man. Yeah, we would have. I think we would have. I that. Yeah, because well, I knew they had land. That's why the Faithless Looting is so good because. Yeah, right. Like hard cast? Oh wow, really? Maybe flaring it is okay. That's pretty gross. Yeah, we'll go for the win here. Yeah, it's game 2. Okay. I think we're supposed to do the Snapcaster now because, well, no, I guess they can't really Veil of Summer. Okay, this is fine. Let's see what they do. I was going to say we don't want to get Veil of Summer, but it doesn't seem like it matters very much here. Maybe they even just fire off the bolt now. I don't know why they would do that, but they could. Oh yeah, that'd be interesting. Okay. Alright, does this Snapcaster... I guess they might have like Surgical in or something, so maybe there was reason to... You never know. People love doing crazy stuff. Any surgical enjoyers? Oh, Deceiver Exarch tap the dwarf. Any who's in for that? Anyone? What? Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, they'll probably fetch a Dwarven Mine if they have it. Yeah, they can. Yeah, Harbinger was just an insane draw here. I think it probably locks the game for us. But we'll say Deceiver Exarch won us the game. Oh, that's right. This is game 3. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Is this game 2? And we're down a game? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we lost game 1 when they had the creativity. They had no moves. Okay, so here they need to find 2 ways to kill the Harbinger. Okay, I think we counter this. I mean, if they have Persist, they don't have Archon in the bin, so we can sack the Snapcaster Mage that's gonna die anyways. I guess they could also play like Fable Haste. Yeah, they don't have. Oh yeah, they don't have a red anymore. Yeah. Okay, I think they're dead. I mean, they could have Fatal Push in their decklist maybe. Looting is a little bit confusing to me in this deck still. I guess. I mean, it's decent. It's yeah, enabling the turn 2 nuts is good, but it's just yeah, you get your cards back maybe. So yeah, okay, I see the value there. I see the value there. Sweet. Thanks for joining. Oh, I just realized this whole time that I wasn't capturing desktop audio. I was only recording my own voice. Okay, so for those of you who were wondering and who have been listening to it this long, Pygonti has been co-piloting with me. He's maybe the second most excited person about the Twin Unbanned, but he's also excited to be playing some Faithless Looting, Unearth, Oculus, and all that stuff, so make sure you keep an eye out for that type of content as well. But yeah, Pygonti, thank you for staying up so late. I know it's like 3 a.m. in Italy, so you know, I think we're all really excited about these unbans, as well as the bans, and but yeah, you should get some sleep. Yep, see ya. Okay. Now that Pygonti is gone, let's just keep a horrible hand here, probably. Seems like a good play. On the draw, we'll keep our first play as Snapcaster Mage naked. We have 2 Splinter Twins. Yeah, this has got to be a mulligan. Okay. This is much better. I think it's definitely a keep, and then I guess probably in the dark we put back the Snapcaster Mage. Like, protecting the Tamios seems pretty good. And then, like, if we are playing against a deck where removal is required, then... Okay, shoot. Well... I guess this is the flip side here. If we lose the Tamio, we're kind of not... I mean, we're not putting any pressure on the opponent, essentially. Since we don't know what exactly they're playing, I don't know, maybe Fetch Land Pass here is good. And then once we get a little bit more information, we can surveil. Inquisition again. Okay, sure. Take your best shot. I take the Fawn. Okay, that tells us something. I mean, it means... Definitely makes me think that they're not really that worried about this Galvanic Discharge, and we should probably be looking for a counterspell of some kind. Okay, Faithless Looting. We're definitely gonna get some info here now. Might not be the info we want, which is that we're gonna die. Okay, Archon. Thunderfalls. We could top this card just to bluff a counter. It's also not a bad card to even have in this spot. Alright, so to keep up that Masquerade, I do think we should just play this land and pass. Alright, yeah, we topped Counterspell, opponent, I'm sorry. No, I mean, maybe there's a chance they're not even supposed to care, and they just are supposed to call us. It kind of depends how their deck is built and what their hand is. And then obviously if they have a discard spell plus the combo, then they got us. Flashback looting. Okay. That's pretty much what I was hoping for. I mean, we do need a fourth land, but I don't want to top it necessarily. They bend to Bowmasters? That's scary. So they go for the persist. We can counterspell it. Wow, so kind of funny how that ended up playing out, to be honest. Or do they just have double persist? Oh, they're moving too fast. I don't like this. Okay, we are very dead. I think we can. Oh well. Okay, so Flame of Anor actually just kills the Archon. Let's ditch this discharge. It seems pretty clearly bad. Like, yeah, no, the twin is not going to be great necessarily, but ooh, okay. Now I mean, I guess keeping the discharge gave us outs to like double discharge, but that wasn't really very winning. Okay, let's just scoop it up here. Go to next. We get to bring in these, and then I saw Bowmasters, so maybe we want this, and then we can definitely like cut back on these discharges. If they're playing a ton of discard spells, I kind of like shaving down on the combo a little bit. And then Fawn is probably not the great. Well, it's just a question of do we trust in our graveyard hit enough that we don't need the Fawns, or do we want some Fawns? We probably want some Fawns. Okay, let's go with this. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe just 0 discharge is the way to go, honestly. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. I might be psycho for doing that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bin this land. I'd like to find a counter, a Thunder Trap Train, or something here. Ooh, Tamiya. I guess we could start this Thundering Falls. I like Thunder Trap Trainer a lot. Let's run out the Tamiyo and see what they do. I mean, if they remove it, they remove it. Worst case, we have... If they don't remove it, we have Flare Up if we need it. Okay, they do remove it, which is fine. We can Thunder Trap and then Preordain. Probably looking for a land. So the other option there is to Exarch and hope that we spike a creature, but I mean, when we already have the... I'll pick up Flame here. The only thing about picking up Flame is it does incentivize them to kill the Thunder Trap, but okay, so are they just killing it right now? Yeah, they are. And we gotta push out of them. Can't be that upset about that. I will top one of the fourth land. So I mean, the fear with playing Flame to draw 2 is that they have Bowmasters. The fear of playing Exarch is that they just have removal. I mean, they've been firing their removal pretty liberally. I kind of want to just draw 2. Please don't play Bowmasters. Ugh. Okay, resolves. Do they have double Bowmasters? gonna hurt. Well, I mean, we can just, like, actually play the Exarch to tap their Bowmasters, potentially. Alright, take a lot of damage. Okay, that was like a perfect draw, I think, because it's gonna let us have flare up. Thoughtseize. Okay. So if we... Oh man, it still is good if we flash the Exarch, because they can take our protection away, potentially. Take away the flare. Let's just Exarch here. Maybe we can get them to try to kill it before the Thoughtseize resolves. That's what I'm thinking. But if not, I mean, I think we tap this. I don't really know what the extra mana is going to do. Okay, well, Thoughtseize resolves, so now we lose our flare. They take a twin. Do they have double Thoughtseize? Or what's going on here? Looting. Okay, I'm gonna let that resolve. I mean, now we have like Flare and Fawn up, so they need 2 points of interaction off of 2 mana. 3 mana. Okay, but they have 1 card, so that 1 card has to be Rending Volley, or they're dead. I mean, from my perspective, the better play would have been to take away our protection and then, like, take the flare. That way, at least I'm afraid. But maybe they're, like, ultimate baiting us and they just actually are playing Rending Volley in their deck. If they're actually playing Rending Volley, they wanted it more. No, but we wanted it more. We win. Okay. How do we feel about this sideboard plan? Or did we learn more? We learned they do have the Bowmasters, which we have the Stern Scoldings in for. I feel pretty good about it. This is definitely a matchup where like FOMO would be nice, because no matter what, you kind of get to have like a decent card in FOMO as opposed to Exarch, which is just pretty horrible when you don't have the twin. Okay, so they instantly are looting and potentially threatening a kill on turn 2, or an Archon at least, I should say. We're faced with the decision, do we preordain looking for surgical or bluff like a snare or a pierce? I mean, I just think they're so likely to jam that it doesn't really matter. Like, if they have the persist here, they had looting Archon persist, it's kind of just GG's. I don't think that they would be smart to respect pierce / snare. Okay, they Inquisition us. That is okay. Taking the Thunder Trap Trainer is interesting. Leaves us with a... Do we want to play... No, I think we just play the Spire Bluff. I was thinking about maybe playing a fetch so that we could potentially surveil, but... Yeah, honestly, I actually don't hate that. There's like a chance they just flashback looting here. They know about the counter spell, so they're not going to play into it if they don't have to. So just fetching a Surveil might have honestly, might have just been our best play. Okay, so they play Spyro. That can take Stern Scolding. I guess it's nice to know about Spyro, though. Oh, a little deceiving might be going on here pretty soon. Just kidding, they Thoughtseize us. That's a yikes. If they have the reanimate, that's a yikes. Okay, if we fetch and surveil into surgical, it'd be the most epic play of all time. 3, 2, 1. Ugh, I almost thought it was gonna work. Okay, so now this Archon enters, and then we discard a land, and then we tap the Archon next turn, and try to draw Twin, and then if they don't have a removal spell, we're chilling. Yep, sounds like a good plan to me. It doesn't sound like a good plan, but it does sound like a plan. I would like you to not attack me with this Archon. You know, who says that this Exarch, you know, does nothing? Because in my mind, it just prevented the trigger there. Okay, they had Children's Edict. Well, that's good to know about. So we're looking for Flame of Anor. Spell Pierce. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it at this point. Flame. Give me Flame. Okay. I mean, I guess we top this Exarch. It's just a time walk, basically. Not a time walk, but it does stop them from attacking at the beginning of combat. No, they have another removal spell. Okay. We're still hanging on by a thread. Okay. Five damage. We're still in it. Alright, please don't persist here. Please don't do it again. I'm too young. No! No. Wait, hold on. Oh, shoot. Well, it doesn't matter because you sack the creature anyways, actually, so it literally doesn't matter. I was going to say we could flash in the snap at least, but that does nothing. Alright, well, watch out for this Snapcaster Mage on top. Oh my god, the Soul Guide Lantern Eternally. That's a classic, if I've ever seen one. Let's get rid of this Seasoned Pyromancer. And then do we want to draw here? I think so. Fetch. So let's see, what can we draw? One more Exarch, 3 flames, or sink. So 6 outs. The rest of their draws are pretty poor, which is like the reason to wait, basically, but it gives them an extra card. Sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. I think we just need to draw and try to spike. Alright, we die. Well, I mean, yeah, we were going to die. You know, you can't win them all. Can't win them all. Alright, well, I'm going to take a quick break, and if you're watching on YouTube, this will wrap up the first part of the video. We'll be back with 2 more matches later, but I need to go get some dinner. So, we'll be right back, and if you're on YouTube, you will just have to tune in to part 2. Alright, really appreciate you watching, guys. Thanks. Bye.